Peace. What's the word? What's happening, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tap in with the kid before we start building on the subject matter for the day, man. We're gonna have to dive in, do some venting, man. Just let y'all know some things. Remind y'all of how dangerous and detrimental that laziness is. Remind y'all that a lot of y'all are eating yourselves into that early grave. Stop ignoring those symptoms. Stop ignoring those headaches and all that type of nonsense out here, man. We got to be healthy. We got to get ourselves right and exact. We got to look out for our health because if we don't do it, nobody else will. So we got to do some venting today, man. We got to do some teaching today. We just got to build. But let me know how y'all living and feeling. Give y'all about 3 to 5 minutes to tap in with the kid before I start diving into the subject matter, man. Y'all see what it is, man. But let me know how y'all living and feeling. What's the word? Start talking to me before I start talking to y'all. Y'all already know how this go. What's happening? Hey, produced by Meth Peace. What's happening? Brian Peace G. What's happening? CEO Peace. What's happening? Dominique Peace. What's the word? Corey Peace. What's happening? Javon Kurt Peace. What's happening? What's the word? What's happening? Y'all see what it is? At laziness, we gotta kill. We gotta kill that laziness. You know what I'm saying? Got to kill that lack of discipline. You know, that lack of discipline is the root to, is at the core of most of the problems that we face on a health perspective, just even in life in general. Most of the problems that we face, the reason why we're not reaching a lot of our goals, lack of discipline. Get that discipline in order. For real. For real. Brian, hey, we stay manifesting, we stay elevating, we stay born in things into existence. That's what manifestation is, born in it into existence, you know. And in order for something to come into existence, it's a process, you know what I mean? Just like pregnancy, man, you was conceived, but you had to stay in that womb for some months before you came out, you know. So again, that's what you got to do with an idea. You know what I'm saying? Starts at the conception, then you got to do some things to that idea while it's still in the womb, while it's still in the mind, and then eventually it comes to reality. But you got to make sure you nourish that joint while it's in the womb, while it's in the mind. You know, so things are a lot deeper than just speaking it, and then all of a sudden it's going to appear to you. Nah, it's a process, whole process. Craig, peace, what's happening? Beast by Bless Zone Out, peace, what's happening? And y'all know today is the third, man. So we looking at today's math being understanding. Man, that's the best part. You know, when you gain that understanding, nothing is greater than that. You know, when you working on a problem, go back to school when you was working on a math problem. It's one thing when somebody tell you the answer. It's another thing to arrive at that answer on your own. That's the understanding. You know, when you was in trigonometry, geometry, whatever the case may be, somebody showed you how to do it, that's cool. But once you worked it out, once you worked that problem out on your own and you actually understood how they got from A to B or A to Z, nothing feels better than that. Now you ready to master geometry. You ready to master the subject. So the understanding is always the best part. Always, when you got something understood, when you got that subject matter understood, nothing can stop you from conquering it and mastering it. You know, so you always got to strive to gain an understanding. And you can apply that to subjects in school, and you can apply that to relationships, whether it be with family and friends or future spouses and things like that. Always strive to gain an understanding. Nothing is greater than that. You know, they say that's the highest form of love, man. It's the understanding. And that's where a lot of our problems, it stems from a lack of understanding. Even when it comes to health and things like that. That's why I tell people, man, pay for the professional. Find somebody you trust so that you can get the understanding instead of striving to confuse yourself by looking things up on Google. You got to understand when you start using these search engines, man, they have censored a lot. They have gotten rid of a lot of right and exact information. So you can't find all of the truth when you're using Google, when you're using the internet. So you got to find somebody that's deep off in the trenches, that's doing real research out here. That's where you're going to find the truth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the truth is offline. I know that sounds odd in 2023, but not everything is online. Especially when it comes to the truth. Especially when it comes to the truth revolving around your health and fitness. You got to go offline for some of this. You know, some of us, we got books that you can't even look up and purchase online because it done been banned. You know what I'm saying? So y'all already know how they done did a lot of our holistic healers and things like that. You know, so if you really trying to get the truth, man, you got to dig a little bit deeper than Google, than the internet. You know, you got to find somebody that's been studying this stuff for 30, 40 years, 20 years, whatever the case may be. Invest in that, invest in your health so you can gain an understanding of what you need to do. So the understanding is the best part. It's nothing better than that, man. You gain that understanding, man, when you know exactly. And this is another thing. And I'm talking to my brothers on this. You know, a lot of brothers, man, we walk around and we don't want to know what's wrong with us. We walking around with all type of ailments, but we won't go holler at anybody to find out what's wrong. How you gonna gain an understanding if you don't know what's wrong with you? You know, so once you find out what's wrong with you, understanding understood. I know what the problem is. Now I can figure out some solutions and put these things into motion so I can solve the problem, reverse the problem, whatever the case may be. But if you're walking around and you don't know what the problem is, you can't solve it. How you gonna solve a problem and you don't know what the problem is? You don't even know a problem exists, or you don't think a problem exists. So we got to stop walking around in an unknown state because we afraid to find out what's wrong with us. Your body talking to you, and you afraid for somebody to diagnose you with something. Whether they be right or wrong, you just need to know what direction, you know what I'm saying, what direction you need to go in. You know what I'm saying? So stop walking around in that state. You know, and if you're going to walk around in that state, then at least do what's right and exact. At least eat right, at least exercise and things like that. Don't walk around with your body talking to you and you not making any changes and you still eating garbage and you still not getting the proper amount of sleep and rest and things like that. Listen, if your body talking to you and you don't want to go holler at somebody, then you got to make those changes on your own then. If you're not willing to do that, then you got to holler at somebody so they can tell you something. Again, understanding is the best part, man. It's hard for you to solve a problem when you don't understand what the problem is, or you don't even know what the problem is in the first place. So again, stop walking around with all these ailments and these problems, man. Like, come on, you got to know when your body is talking to you, do some knowledge. Reach out to somebody. Find a holistic practitioner. Do something. You know what I'm saying? So you can see what's the possibilities in regards to what it is that you may be facing. But don't just walk around with your body talking to you and you just think it's going to magically go away. Don't work like that, man, especially if you're not making any changes. Don't work like that, man. Things just don't magically go away and you don't make any changes for it to go away, man. It's certain things that you have to do, it's certain processes that you have to undergo in order for you to reverse something, in order for something to go away. But again, you got to know what it is. You know what I mean? So again, man, for real, stop walking around ignoring your body, ignoring your mind. When it talks to you, you need to listen. And if you're not hip, if you're not educated in regards to what these signs and symptoms mean, find somebody who is. Just that simple. So you can know what direction you need to go in. Like, for real, we got to stop playing. DJ Elmo, Montel, Kenyatta, West, Cribbin 2 times. My brother, peace, what's happening? Oh, yeah, for sure. Laziness, man, that's a disease. It's a disease. And lazy people be having some of the most educated excuses on the planet. They got a million different reasons why they not doing X, Y, and Z. Why they not doing what they need to do. Kill all that. Everybody got time for that. Nobody got time for that, man. You didn't go work out because you didn't want to. You was too lazy to get up and do it. You was too lazy to find the time to go do it. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, again, as I said the stream yesterday, when we want to do something, we find the time to do it. We find the money to do it. You know, so I don't want to hear that. There is no reason for people not to be exercising, not for not being active. There is no excuses. Literally, there is not one excuse. I don't care what it is. I don't care how long you work. I don't care. Because again, we all find time to do the things that we want. We do. Y'all find time to go do some BS out here. Let me rephrase that. Y'all find time to do the BS out here. So y'all can make time to prioritize your health and fitness. Y'all can prioritize that time. Y'all can find some time to do some push-ups, to jumping jacks, things like that. Man, y'all can find that time. Y'all find time to go out here, get high, get drunk, all type of nonsense. Y'all up in the bars, y'all up in the clubs, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all find time for all of that, but y'all can't find time to go exercise. 20, 30 minutes. Stop lying to me. Jarrell, peace, what's happening? West for sure, right on, man. Yeah. My deadlift max is at like 440 something right now. You know, we lifting. We stay on the lifting grind, man. We stay lifting heavy and eating clean, because that's the name of the game. Lift heavy, eat clean. Women too, lift heavy, eat clean. Don't be afraid to lift that heavy weight. It ain't gonna kill you, it ain't gonna hurt you. Master the form, that ain't gonna hurt you. Lift that heavy weight, eat clean, you will be good. You will thank me later when you embrace that philosophy. You'll thank me later when you eat clean, live heavy, eat clean. When you embrace that philosophy, everything will be good. Watch how your body transform. Like I said, you thank me later. But yeah, the laziness is hilarious out here, man. As a trainer, man, I get you get a million different reasons why folks can't work out, why folks ain't staying consistent. All excuses. So you might as well not even verbalize that nonsense. Chad E. Peace, what's happening? You might as well not even verbalize it. Like, I don't even verbalize it, man. Like, the only way I verbalize is by saying I didn't do it because I just didn't do it. There ain't no sense in me saying, man, I ain't do it because of X, Y, and Z, because it's all nonsense, it's all BS. I ain't even finna put that in the atmosphere. You know, if it was a day that I was supposed to work out and I didn't, that's what happened. I was supposed to work out and I didn't. There is no excuse. There is no legitimate reason. Very seldom do we have legitimate reasons for not being able to take care of ourselves. You know, that's very rare. You know, so accountability 101. Like, if I was supposed to work out today and I didn't, it was just my fault. I just didn't work out. I was supposed to and I didn't. Why you didn't do it? Because I just didn't do it. The why is not even important. You didn't do it. You supposed to do something today and you didn't do it. I don't care about it. I don't want to hear why you didn't do it. I don't care. That's not important. You supposed to work out and you didn't. Let's get better moving forward. Forget all of these reasons. Forget all of these justifications, these excuses. Stuff is lame. You were supposed to do something, you didn't. You know you're supposed to be moving around. You know you're supposed to be exercising, and you are not. Simple as that. Make changes. I don't even, like I said, I don't even ask people why you ain't work out, why you ain't coming. I don't ask people that. I don't even ask people. When I got clients, man, and they don't show up, I ain't texting them like, where you at? Unless it's somebody that's been consistent and it's unlike them. It's out of character for them to miss a day. But other than that, man, when folks be missing, they be inconsistent, I ain't finna check in with them because I know you BSing and you wasting my time and you not taking it seriously. So I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it. Mark, Chris, peace, what's happening? I ain't got time for a lick of an excuse. You know what I'm saying? I done been as busy as anybody on the planet, and I still find time to work out. I don't know why people think I don't be busy. I'm one of the busiest people on the planet, you know, and I'm going to find time to exercise, whether it be 30 minutes, whether it be 20 minutes. I'm going to do something. If I don't feel like it, so what? Who cares about that? 98% of the time, I don't feel like lifting this heavy weight, but I'm going to do it. 98% of the time, I don't feel like banging out hundreds of push-ups and things like that, but I got to do what I got to do to take care of my body, take care of my mind. Lord Cosmo, peace, what's happening? So for real, stop giving these lame excuses. Stop giving these lame excuses for why you not eating right, working out, taking care of your mental, you know, meditating, all these things. Stop giving lame excuses. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Just stop it. You supposed to be doing something. You're supposed to be tending to yourself on a daily basis so that you can elevate mentally and physically, and you're not. And you know you need to be doing better. You know you weren't supposed to be eating that. You know you weren't supposed to grab that fast food. I don't want to hear why you did. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, it's convenient. I want to hear that. That's an excuse. You weren't supposed to do it. You did it. That's accountability. Shouldn't have did it. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to reap the consequences for that. Again, I want to hear why you did it. I don't care. That's not important. You went into that fast food drive-through line. You sat there for 20 minutes and you got some unhealthy food at 10 o'clock at night. You shouldn't have did it, and you know you shouldn't have did that. You know you shouldn't have did it. You lactose intolerant. Man, I got people that tell me, you know, you lactose intolerant, you still consuming dairy products. You know you shouldn't be doing that. You know what you lactose intolerant. You have been diagnosed as lactose intolerant, and you still eating dairy products. You deserve the consequences at that point. Your body and somebody has let you know you're not supposed to be consuming dairy products. That's 80% of us African Americans, as they call us. That's 80% of us anyway. But you got some people that legitimately know that they lactose intolerant and they still go out here and consuming the dairy. Whole while your body and somebody that's labeled a professional then let you know, hey, you cannot consume these foods, and you still go do it anyway. Why you doing? I don't even want to know why you doing that. I don't even want to know why. Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline, lack of self-control, however you want to phrase it. When your body lets you know you're not supposed to be eating something, don't eat it. You eat something and your body responds in a negative manner, stop eating that food. Don't be a fool. You know what I'm saying? You signing up for self-destruction at that point. You ate something and your body instantly rejected it, and you're gonna go back and eat it talking about because it tastes good. Really? So you're gonna let something drive you to an early grave because it tastes good. That's the amount of control that you lack over yourself, over your mind, over your appetite, over your cravings. For real? You value your life that much to where you're going to let something take you to an early grave simply because it tastes good. I'm good on that. Mr. Barbados, peace, what's happening? MC, peace, what's happening? For real. I ain't going out like that. Oh, it tastes good. But when I ate it, I about died. So I'm good on that. I ain't eating that no more. I ain't eating that anymore. Simple. Simple. But y'all out here consuming foods that y'all have been told not to eat via your body. And then we be the first ones crying when we get diagnosed with something that's serious. Man, listen. I'm at the stage of life where I don't have sympathy for that. Because, man, your body was letting you know year after year after year that you shouldn't have been eating that. And you ignored that. You know what I'm saying? You ignored it. You knew you weren't supposed to be doing that. And your body was gradually letting you know. And your body was trying to give you a chance. Your body was trying to give you a chance to change. And you didn't. And then your body finally had enough. Just think about that just on a macro level. When somebody keep pushing your buttons and you keep warning them, you like, man, hey, leave me alone. I'm not in the mood. Leave me alone. I'm not in the mood, yo. Stop messing with me. You give somebody warning after warning. Everybody has their limit. That person push you past your limit, then you respond. Wow. Now we got a problem. That's how the body is, man. Your body gonna give you a warning. Your body gonna be like, hey, this ain't it. I don't agree with this food that you consuming. Let me give you this headache real quick. Hey, I don't agree with this food you consuming. Let me give you this heartburn. This ain't it. You putting some foreign substances in the body that I don't agree with. Let me talk to you. And we ignoring it. Then finally, bam, boom. Now we got a crisis on our hands. And now we crying. Now we want everybody to feel sorry for us. No. Nah. Nope. I ain't doing it. Antonio, my brother, peace, what's happening? I ain't doing it. You know, I see the daily habits of our people. I don't feel sorry for a lot of folks. I see I see what people are doing. I see the choices that's being made on a day-to-day basis. I see it. And it's predominantly bad choices, man. I see it on a day-to-day basis. I see people opt for the bad choice over the good choice 90% of the time on a day-to-day basis. And sit around hooting, hollering, crying in regards to why they not reaching goals, in regards to why they coming down with this, that, and the third. Come on, man. We got to be better, man. Surround yourself with better people. Surround yourself with healthier people, man. Come on. You want to be healthy, surround yourself with like-minded folks. Surround yourself with people that's healthy. It's hard to be healthy when you surround yourself with sick people, mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to elevate your health, man, surround yourself with people that are healthy. Surround yourself with people in that health field. You know, I aspire to be healthy. Let me go hang around folks that's on that. We hanging around all these mentally dead folks, these physically dead folks. You know what I'm saying? We hanging around all that. And we wonder why we not elevating. Man, I'm not about to be hanging around these folks that's mentally dead, that's physically unhealthy, that's making bad choice after bad choice. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it. You ain't motivating me. You know, that's a trigger. You eating all these foods that I'm striving to stay away from. I don't want to be around you. Eagle eye, peace, what's happening? I don't want to be around folk like that. So again, man, you gotta evaluate your cipher, as we call it, in all realms. You know what I'm saying? You gotta evaluate what they on in all aspects and all facets of their lives, man. Like if they ain't eating right, man, if you hanging around a bunch of people that eat garbage and you striving to eat right, man, you gotta evaluate that. How y'all gonna really kick it? You know what I'm saying? Everybody like to go out to eat. How you gonna go out to eat with this circle of people, and every time they go out to eat, they ain't caring about you trying to eat plant-based or vegan? They going somewhere where it ain't nothing but trash. That ain't gonna work out. That ain't gonna work out. How you gonna be social with this group of people? You know what I'm saying? Every time y'all go somewhere where it's food, they going somewhere where you ain't got no options. You ain't got any options. Man, I ain't good for that. You know, if you hanging around folks, they ain't necessarily gotta eat the way you eat, but it's like boom, we going out to eat. They gonna make sure we going somewhere where they got some vegan friendly options. Those are some real people right there. Them real friends right there. Like, look, man, we know you vegan, you know what I'm saying? So we finna go out to eat, but we gonna find a restaurant that we know, you know what I'm saying, is vegan friendly. Got a lot of options for you. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna still be able to do our thing. You got some people that don't even care about that. TRKR, peace, what's happening? So for real, man, evaluate your cipher. What are the eating habits like within your cipher? How do these folks eating? How the folks that's around you, how are they eating? What's their regimen like? I'm trying to tell you, man, because this stuff could pick you up or man tear you down. I done seen people hang around the wrong group and it drags them down. I done seen one person out the group want to get fit, but like they got 5 or 6 friends and all them friends lazy, and eventually that one friend that's striving to be fit, it either goes this way. They either go back down to being lazy with the friends, or they have to disconnect from these friends. You can't be that one. You can't hang around these folks. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work out eventually. They gonna be trying to drag you down with them. They gonna start hating on you. They gonna see that you taking care of your health. They gonna see you shining. They gonna see your skin getting better. You know what I'm saying? They gonna see your energy level elevating and improving, and they gonna start hating on you. They gonna be like, man, you ain't gotta work. You work out every day. You can miss a day. You can go to the club tonight. You can have this drink tonight. That's what they gonna start doing to you. Oh, it's justified, man. A little drink ain't gonna hurt you. That's what those type of friends gonna eventually do to you when they see what you own. Oh, a little drink, oh, a little meat ain't gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? A little cheese ain't gonna hurt you. Everything good in moderation. They gonna start telling you that BS. They trying to drag you down. I done seen it. And I've been there, done that. Listen, when I tell you I don't eat meat, and you sit here and you try to listen, and you try to get me to eat the meat, try to persuade me to eat it, and then say things like a little meat ain't gonna kill nobody, you disrespect me. I told you what I don't eat. Don't try to tempt me to eat it. Don't try to persuade me to eat it. I ain't going. I don't trust nobody like that. If somebody tell me they don't eat something, I'm gonna respect that fact. Dude say he don't eat dairy. I ain't about to tempt him with the dairy. I ain't about to be like, man, hey, man, little dairy ain't gonna kill you. I ain't finna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Even if I eat the dairy, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't finna go out of my way to try to tell this man, hey, little dairy ain't gonna harm you. Nah, dude say he don't eat that, we gonna respect that. We ain't gonna make fun of it. We ain't gonna bring it up. We ain't gonna try to tempt him and influence him. You know, so you got people that's like that. A little this ain't gonna harm you. I ain't say it was. I just don't eat it though. So leave me alone. Let me be. Let me be. Sweet tea, what's happening? Phil, peace, what's happening? Antonio, I eat what I like. I'm gonna die anyway. You know what I'm saying? All these stupid phrases. I'm gonna die anyway is the dumbest phrase on the planet. I'm gonna coin it as the dumbest phrase on the planet. I'm gonna die anyway. They say that in regards to their food choices. I'm gonna die. You might as well apply that to every aspect of your life. Stop paying your bills because you're gonna die anyway. What's the point of paying the bill? You're gonna die anyway. YOLO. Live life how you want to live it. Stop paying the bills. You're gonna die anyway. Stop going to work every day. You're gonna die anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna die anyway. So why do you do anything that you do? You know what I'm saying? You go to work every day. Why? It's a reason why you go to work. You know, so apply that to eating healthy. You want to live, you have a certain standard of living that you need to uphold. That's why you go to work. That's why you work 2 or 3 jobs, because you got a certain standard of living that you must maintain. That's why you go to work. You don't be like, oh, I'm gonna die anyway. So why I care about that? No, you go to work, you got a certain lifestyle that you're trying to maintain. So you got 3 jobs because you need to make the money to maintain that lifestyle. But then when it comes to eating healthy, y'all want to tell me we gonna die anyway. So why be that strict with what I'm eating? Because it's a lifestyle that I'm trying to maintain. It's a certain level of health that I'm trying to maintain. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be in my 80s and 90s and still be able to fully function. That's why I'm eating healthy. Just like you got a certain standard of living that you used to. From a material standpoint, I got a certain level of health that I'm used to from a mental and physical standpoint, and I'm not trying to let that go. I'm not trying to let it go. So that's why I'm eating healthy. So forget all of that. I'm going to die anyway. You know what I'm saying? Them materials can't go with you when you die. So why are you working so hard to maintain that material lifestyle that you live in? They can't go in a casket with you. You know what I'm saying? So you working 3-4 jobs just to maintain this materialistic lifestyle, but then you want to get mad at me for being strict on how I eat, saying we gonna die anyway. But you can't bring none of these materials that you working so hard for. You ain't getting no sleep because you working 4 jobs trying to get all of these materials. But you telling me we gonna die anyway, so I don't need to be watching what I'm eating carefully. Stop playing with me, man. Stop working 3 or 4 jobs, killing yourself to maintain a materialistic lifestyle then. I bet you won't do that. I bet you won't do that. Disciples of Christ, calm and peace. What's happening? There we go. Hey, get active however you got to get active. However you must. You know, get active. For real. Oh, karma for sure. And you know what I'm saying? And they come in all convenience and it's too expensive to eat healthy. No, it ain't. Fasting don't cost nothing. You know what I'm saying? Fasting is very inexpensive. You know what I mean? For real, you eat healthy the right way, it ain't as expensive as we make it out to be. It's really not when you do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? I remember eating like a savage and all the money I was wasting on junk food. You know what I'm saying? 3-4 bags of chips. You know, all the honey buns, all that, man, spending all on that, like that's all empty calories. So that's more of a waste of money. You got to think about it, man. When you go out here and you eat all this processed food that's not fulfilling you, that's not providing you with the nutrients, those are empty calories. So that's essentially a waste of money. Your body is literally not getting what it needs. That's why you always hungry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you consume something, but your body is still lacking the minerals that it needs. So it's going to send off hunger signals. So you eating all this junk food, but your body, your stomach still ground. Your stomach is still sending off signals to, hey, man, we need to eat because it's empty calories. It's not fulfilling. So you wasting all that money. That's a waste of money. But when I go spend money on healthy food, since I'm supplying my body with the vitamins and minerals, it's more fulfilling. So I get to eat less. I get to eat less because I'm eating nutritious food. So my money is going to good use. Your money is being wasted. You spend $100, $200 on groceries and half of the food that you got is empty calories. It's not providing you with anything. It's only gonna make you want to eat more, and that's sad. Man, Antonio, for sure. I be telling people all the time, man, that should be. We got a lot of breaking points. I done seen a lot of breaking points in relationships. Like a lot of, I just won't accept that. But I rarely hear people talk about one's regimen as far as like diet. You know, they eating regimen being a deal breaker. Like, oh man, you dude don't watch what he eat. That should be at the top of the list. You know what I'm saying? You dating and you ain't concerned with how the person that, if y'all goal is to be together for the rest, you ain't concerned with how this person is eating. Like you ain't concerned with what they putting in their body. And then these women talk about pH levels and how dudes can affect their pH balance and this, that, and the third. And y'all picking dudes that ain't eating right. Nah, come on. Come on, man. I be seeing some weirdo stuff out here. Man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. And women, y'all need to quit exposing yourselves on social media for real, man. I don't know why I keep seeing this, man. It's ridiculous, man. I had seen somebody make a Facebook post, man. I gotta unfriend this person, but man, she was saying something like she wanna smoke, smoke weed, get drunk, eat junk food, and have sex or something like that. Man, I said, man, what? Man, that sounds disgusting. You want to put poison in your body and then engage in sexual activities. That's gross. You know, and that's what most people are doing. That's gross, though. And especially for a woman to be on that, man, sit down somewhere. Get yourself together. How about you want to walk around, you want to get high, get drunk, eat junk food, and engage in sexual acts. And if any dude is going for that, you foul. Like, no, we ain't going for that. Make sure she putting the right foods in her body before y'all engage in that type of activity. For real. Make sure you putting the right foods in your body before y'all engage in that type of activity. People out here be saying the dumbest things, man, and then wonder why they get a certain level of attention on the book. Man, what is y'all on? What type of dudes you think you about to attract in your life by saying you want to get high, get drunk, eat junk food, and engage in sexual activities? Type of dudes you think finna come on that type of status? What type of dudes you think finna hit your inbox when you say something stupid like that? And that's stupid. Eugene, 100%. Ronnie, peace, what's happening? LG, peace, what's happening? Chris, I'm trying. They sell bananas everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like they sell bananas everywhere, water everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, it's real convenient to be healthy. Fasting is real convenient. You ain't gonna die. You know what I'm saying? If your only option is some garbage food and not eat for a few more hours, don't eat. You're not gonna die. Trust me. You're not gonna shrivel up and die if you don't eat in 5 hours. It's not gonna happen. I promise you. Like I promise y'all, man. I promise y'all, man, for sure. For real, man. I promise y'all, you're not gonna die if you gotta go 4 or 5 hours without eating. Dizzy, my brother, peace, what's happening? I promise y'all, Chris, my brother, appreciate that. Chick Speech, peace, what's happening? What's happening? You know, I promise y'all, if you gotta go 4 or 5 more hours without eating and just sipping on some water or something, you gonna live, man. You gonna live. I promise you. I've done it. Plenty of other people have done it. You gonna live, man. It's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna kill you. So if your only option is this fast food, or let me sip on this water, sip on that water. Gonna feel better about you just gonna feel better in general. You know, quit putting that poison in your body, man. Talking about I had to put something in my system. I had to put something in my system, so I opted for garbage. I opted for poison. And then now I got a headache. Now my stomach hurt. Now I have no energy. Now I can't sleep because I ate fast food at night and then tried to go right to sleep. Now tossing and turning, having nightmares, all this type of stuff, restless. You know, so then I wake up for work and I'm just extra tired and I'm online talking about, hey, what can I take to boost my energy? Nothing. You shouldn't have ate that fast food before you went to sleep. So now you got to deal with the consequences, and the consequences lack of energy. You know what I'm saying? Always looking for a quick fix, man. I'm not going to supply anybody with a quick fix. Cribbing 2 times. I tell people all the time, you ain't hungry. You really not hungry. Man, the true state of hunger, like the true feeling of hunger is in the throat. You know what I'm saying? The mouth, things like that. So your stomach growling actually has nothing to do with hunger. So a lot of people, when they stomach growl, they think, oh, I'm hungry, things like that. Most of the time you thirsty, you dehydrated. That's more of a problem, being dehydrated. Folks don't drink water because folks don't like water. Weird. But you know what I'm saying? That's where we at with it. But most of the time we not hungry, man. You could go a very long time without food. But we think we done went 3 hours and haven't eaten, and we think that we hungry. Makes no sense. You just ate 3 hours ago and you think you hungry now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about to be 3 o'clock my time. So you ate at 12 o'clock and it's at 3 o'clock and you swear but down that you hungry. Nope, you have an appetite. It's a big difference between having an appetite and being hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. Big difference. Most of the time, our minds and bodies are sending off these signals because of conditioning. We have associated certain things with the consumption of food. We have associated certain times with the consumption of food, you know, and it's hormonal. So your body starts sending off these signals because it has associated certain things with eating. It's like Pavlov's dogs. If y'all know anything about that experiment, you know what I'm saying? When the white coats come in there and they ring the bell, then the dog starts salivating at the mouth because they have associated that with it's time to eat. That's how we are. We ain't no different from the animal kingdom. We have associated certain things with food. You know, some for some of y'all, it's TV. You know, when we sit down and watch TV, that's the time we eat. So when that TV get on, man, your mind, your body starts sending off signals. Man, I need to eat something. It's conditioning, man. You ain't really hungry though. You ain't really hungry. I'm trying to tell y'all it is conditioning. Trust me. the American tradition, we already got it: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we have already associated. Soon as I get up in the morning, I need to be eating something. You know what I'm saying? Then you got lunch. Then you got dinner. Like we already got 3 times out of the day that we have associated with the consumption of food. You know what I'm saying? So again, I told y'all the mind is habitual. So if you eating 3 times a day, if you eating morning, midday, and then kind of late the evening, your mind gonna say, okay, this is a pattern. So every time around those times, you're gonna start getting signals that it's time to eat. You know, that's how that works. That don't necessarily mean that you're hungry though. Don't necessarily mean that you're hungry. Most of the time, you're not hungry. Most of the time, you're not hungry. The real big smooth. Peace. Peace to everybody tapping in. Man, I'm trying to tell, man, I done went 7 days with water. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna tell y'all to go do that, but I done went 7 days with water. Trust me. You know, plenty of people that survive. So if you got to go 2 more hours, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got to go 2-3 more hours, man, it's all good. I'm telling you, I didn't have people, man, act like they can't go 1 hour, 2 hours without putting something in their system. For real. They got us brainwashed and they put all these additives in the food, all these chemicals and hormones in the food, and that got us addicted, man. It got us. Got us thinking we need it. Got us thinking we need it every 2 or 3 hours, man. Come on. I tell you, yeah, Red Bull, coffee, all of that over a smoothie, over fruits and vegetables. In what world is any of that more healthy than a fruit and a vegetable? What world we living in? To where y'all finna sit here and act like Red Bull, an energy drink, and coffee is more of a priority than your fruits and your vegetables. Man, what are you talking about? Man, stop playing, man. It don't get any healthier than the plants out here, man. That's why they here. That's why they exist, for us to consume them. You know what I'm saying? Chris, there we go, man. I don't like the man. I've been consuming a lot of bitter vegetables. I don't like any of these joints, but I'm consuming them joints. Spinach is like the only one I food with, man. I don't like to taste the most vegetables, but I'm finna eat them joints though. I'm finna put them in this smoothie. I tell you that much. They in that thing. That smoothie about to look green, and I don't like none of these greens as far as the taste. Stuff don't taste the greatest, but I bet you I'm gonna consume it and I'm gonna feel the greatest, so it's all good. That's what I'm after. That's what I'm after. Hey, Nishi, let's get it. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? It don't agree, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. I took an L, man, because I've been eating so clean. It's been crazy. So when I had to go to my cousin's funeral, man, I wasn't as prepared as I would have liked. So man, I took some L's and ate some things I wasn't supposed to eat. Boy, I was sick. The whole man, you could ask the wife, man. The whole car ride back, man. I was like I was dying. My stomach was done. Like I was done. I was done for like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? It was like I had got poison. It was like somebody slipped some poison in my food, man. I was done. And I was eating the everyday foods that people be eating. And that joint about killed me. I was like, nah, never again. Next time I go out of town, it's gonna go down like this. Man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm living witness, man. I have been 2 smoothies a day, which I still do, but 2 smoothies a day going hard. And man, I messed around, ate some things I wasn't supposed to eat. Boy, I was hurt. Man, your body ain't gonna play with you, man. When you detox and you clean that body up and you put some poison in that thing, oh, you done. You done. Nah, Nisi, no. I ain't gonna never eat it. If I eat meat, y'all probably can count. Y'all gonna see RIP on my YouTube. Man, that's gonna take me out. You know what I'm saying? I can't even do that. Can't do it. But I was hurting though. I was hurting, you know, and I knew better. You know what I'm saying? I was hurting. It was some little joints, man, that had some little dairy products or whatever in it, man. It got me. Woo, they got me. I was done. I was down bad. You know what I'm saying? Down bad. Man, I had got a little cold and everything. Like my body did not like that. My body just rejected that totally. Man, I got sick, everything. And that's what happened. That's literally how my body is, man. I got a sensitive body. My body don't play that. Once I start cleaning my body, like I got sensitive skin and I got sensitive body. Like it's sensitive. I put the wrong thing on my skin, man. My skin gonna let me know instantly. So I got sensitive skin. I gotta use certain types of soap, all that. You know what I'm saying? So my body is real sensitive. My body lets me know things ASAP. It don't hesitate. It don't hesitate. So when I put something in my body that don't belong, I instantly feel it. Instantly. Like I'll be done. Like I'll be done. Cribbing 2 times, you say, what's the top 3 foods you consume weekly? For example, spinach every day. So all right, so spinach, bananas, hemp seeds. That's something I probably consume every day. Spinach, bananas, hemp seeds with strawberries, mangoes, blueberry, all the berries for real. Watercress, celery, carrots. I think I eat carrots every day too. Well, I get close to it. Kale, I throw kale in there from time to time. But yeah, those are some main staples because I make these smoothies every day. So I put like the same ingredients in my smoothies, So spinach, I rotate the greens. I done told y'all the greens that I rotate: spinach, kale, watercress, celery, arugula, and I might rotate those 5, and carrots and whatnot. Obviously, carrots be in that joint, And then, like I said, with the berries right now, I do like strawberries, blueberries, wild blueberries, mangoes, sometimes pineapples, and I might get some oranges and things like that. Might rotate those fruits. That's what I'm on for now, and bananas. And then I throw hemp seeds in there, hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, rotate them joints. But I always got some hemp seeds in there for protein purposes and whatnot. And the omega-3, even though chia seeds pretty good for that too. But I rotate the seeds. And that's what I pretty much do on a day-to-day basis as far as like my main foods. My favorite joint though, like my favorite foods out of that bunch, spinach, hemp seeds for sure. Like I love spinach. I love hemp seeds. And I love berries. Oh, Nisi, 100%. Man, I might got an old video about that. But yeah, matter of fact, man, what was I on? Man, I think one of my old posts or something. I think it was one of my old Facebook posts. I was talking about that. I was talking about how the animals are fed an unnatural diet and then they are killed, slaughtered, and then given to us on a plate. You know what I'm saying? So you got animals that's fed an unnatural diet that's traumatizing their body. That's making them more unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? And then they are slaughtered, which is more trauma and things like that because they are in a very unsanitary state when they are slaughtered. Those slaughterhouses are garbage, very unclean, very unsanitary, very dirty. You know what I'm saying? Since everybody then became germaphobes, mind you, that meat that's on your plate, due to knowledge to the conditions of that slaughterhouse where that meat was prepared, it was probably all type of COVID up in there. You know what I'm saying? Since everybody be a germaphobe. You know what I mean? So that meat was fed an unnatural diet. They was kept in an unsanitary environment. It was slaughtered. It was given to you on that plate. So that you might be eating a chicken that had cancer. You know what I'm saying? These animals done had cancer before they was killed, and they was killed and given to you. So you consuming a chicken that had cancer. Like these animals be sick. These animals be having diseases, and they kill them and they give them to us. They give them to the people. Stop playing with me. Do the knowledge to it if you think I'm lying. These animals be sick, and I'm talking about with some deadly diseases, and they still kill these joints and they give them to you. And you consuming that. What you think you consuming an animal that had cancer and you ain't gonna get it? You know what I'm saying? You gonna think it's gonna bypass you, it ain't gonna affect you. You consuming an animal that has some cancer, bro, and you think that's gonna bypass you, that you think that has no direct impact on your body. Come on. Come on. Jordan, man, hey, I got Layla Africa, RIP to the ancestor, but I got most of his books behind me. African Holistic Health is the best one. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Stu, the old man on the block. Peace, appreciate that donation for sure. We gonna drop it on them. I told y'all, we back. You know, I wasn't on the content. I was letting y'all live for a minute. You know, appreciate it. I was letting y'all live for a minute. I wasn't on y'all necks and I wasn't on y'all heads and on y'all throats like I should have been. I was letting y'all live. You know, I wasn't on the content as consistent as I needed to be. And I ain't even got no reason for it. We ain't finna make no excuses. I just wasn't doing it. But now I'm on y'all. Y'all gonna hear this, man. I don't care what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if y'all eating the meat tonight. I'm finna tell y'all what y'all consuming. I'm about to tell y'all that it's a possibility that chicken that you eating had cancer before it was killed. I'm gonna tell you. If you still eat it anyway, it's on you. Just be mindful that I warned you. Just be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Just be mindful that I warned you. You heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, so what? You know, so we gotta be more mindful of what we eat. For real. Gotta pay more attention. Gotta pay more attention, man. Pay more attention to what you eat. Pay more attention to what's on that plate. For real. Salacious Peace, what's at it? Nisi, I'm trying to tell you, man, don't even get me started. Don't even let me pull up the sources in regards to how they be treating the chickens, how they treat all the animals before they kill them, and the type of trauma that's being induced on these animals that you consume. If you don't care about the animals, that's cool, whatnot. That ain't the reason why I'm eating the way I'm eating, because I'm out here like the white folks caring about all the animals. No, I'm doing it for health purposes. But what I'm saying is that's a factor. Like, you consuming that. So you need to care about how your chicken got to your plate. You should care about that. That's what I mean about the understanding is the best part. A lot of folks don't want to know. You know how many times I tried to introduce people to slaughterhouse videos and they was like, man, I don't want to see that. I don't want to know how this chicken got to my plate because I'm afraid that if I find out, if I watch it, then I might not want to eat it anymore. I say that's the point. But y'all like to live in the dark. Y'all like to live in the dark. Y'all don't want y'all dreams to be shattered. Y'all don't want me to take the enjoyment out of y'all lives. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it. But sometimes we gotta deal in reality. Denise, peace, appreciate that cash out. Sometimes we gotta deal in reality. For real. Gotta deal in reality. I was a savage in pursuit of happiness. I was eating all these foods. I was a trash eater. And then I watched slaughterhouse videos and I did some knowledge. I was like, well, dang, I gotta stop. I ain't get offended when somebody told me you eating poison. I ain't get offended when the Muslims start talking about the swine and I was eating the pork chop. I listened to them. I was like, well, dang, why shouldn't I eat this swine? My brother, why shouldn't I eat this pork? I listened to him. I ain't get offended. I ain't like, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch that slaughter. I don't want to read that book that's going to tell me the truth about what I'm doing. I don't want to do that. No, I was like, let me get that. I was like, hold up. What book you say told you not to eat meat? Hold up. Let me read that. Crib it 2 times. There it go right there. There go the cash out right there. So I don't know what y'all be on. The moment somebody gave me this information, I was intrigued. I was like, hold on. I've been eating. Hold up. I was like, I've been eating this pork all my life. Hold on. What you mean I shouldn't be eating this? Let me do it. Give me this breakdown. I'm listening. I'm like, hold up. You know, I'm taking notes. You know, they breaking down symptoms. I'm like, man, yeah, I be getting headaches. Man, yeah, my blood pressure high. You mean to tell me that's connected to the pork? Let me stop that real quick. Let me test it out. I ain't get offended. That's why I don't be kidding. Like, I ain't get offended. So if you get offended, man, that's on you. You got to do some internal work on yourself. If you get offended by somebody telling you that you shouldn't be eating something that you know you shouldn't be eating in the first place. And then if you lack knowledge on it, it's like, don't get offended. You don't know. Listen. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Just listen. Just listen. You know, I grew up, I don't blame my parents for it because they did the best with what they knew. They not nutritionists. They not trainers. They don't know nothing about that. I come from a family straight out of Mississippi. Y'all know how they eat. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's all I'm knowing. I'm knowing how to eat like that. So I wasn't raised on eating right and exact. We down south Mississippi, born and fed. You know what I'm saying? I was the only one that wasn't born in Mississippi, but man, that's the roots. That's the foundation. Y'all know how I can get down there. You know, so that's the only way I know how to eat. My brother Cribber 2 times, appreciate that cash out. So that's what I was raised on. I was raised eating like that. You know, so when people was coming to me with that game, like, man, you shouldn't be eating X, Y, and Z, I'm like, man, I ain't know nothing. I ain't know nothing. I was brainwashed. I ain't know nothing. I had to get this knowledge. And I had to be receptive though. You know what I'm saying? And I started gaining an understanding. I say, oh, okay, now this is all making sense. This is why I've been feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? This is why I be feeling like that after I eat this. I ain't know that. I ain't know that at 16. I wasn't able to connect these dots. My people ain't know. So there we go. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be receptive to these things. Don't be getting offended. You ain't gonna grow if you get offended every time somebody tell you something that you need to hear. You ain't gonna grow. You're not gonna elevate in life. Oh, Mark, man, pig is filthy. But hey, at the same time, the pig is filthy, but the pig is also, the pig is pretty intelligent too, but it is filthy. But the pig is pretty intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the pig is pretty intelligent. It's just filthy. Just like some humans. You know, we got some filthy humans, but some of them intelligent. The pig is like that. The pig is intelligent. So when you slaughtering that pig, man, that pig is capable of feeling. You know, so that pig has feelings. So when you separate the pig from their fam, from their folk, they feel some type of way. And that's trauma. You consuming that, fam. Stop thinking you ain't consuming that, man. I don't know what y'all thought. I don't know about y'all, but I like to study the animal kingdom, fam. So when you got to do the knowledge to these animals, fam. Animals get separation anxiety, man. Animals have feelings. So when you separate these animals and then boom, you slaughter, man, they feeling all type of different ways, man. And you consuming all of that trauma, man. And we wonder why our mental health, we wonder why everything is like that. Brandon, peace, appreciate that cash out. We wonder why our health is suffering the way that it is. Man, y'all better start connecting these dots, man. That's why, listen, that's why most of your spiritual folk, like the folks that reach high forms of enlightenment, most of them are vegetarian, plant-based. Most of them, when you start doing the knowledge to a lot of, like when you dealing with spirituality, fam, when you dealing with spirituality for real, and you start studying all the high level folks that reach a high level of enlightenment, most of them are vegetarian. Most of them are plant-based, straight up. I remember, I forgot what I was reading, but they was talking about, man, because they know what type of mentality comes with eating flesh. So I was reading about back in the day, before the troops would go to war, like they would feed them all types of meat. It'll make them more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like they already know what they know what that type of stuff do. They knew it. They was like, look, we about to get ready to go to war. Everybody eat pig out on the meat, eat pig out on the flesh. It's gonna make you more aggressive. And we need for you to be aggressive in order for us to win this war. Boom. So they know when you OD on the flesh foods, like your mind, like you ain't finna think twice about being aggressive. You ain't finna think twice about chopping somebody's head off in battle. You ain't about to use your mind like that. They need savages, fam. So you gotta eat like a savage. So they finna give you the food that's gonna make you aggressive, and you gonna think less. Boom. So they gonna feed you the flesh. When we eating plant-based, you're gonna be more strategic. You know what I'm saying? You like, all right, we finna go to war, but when you eating plant, like I guarantee you, listen, you gonna feed all these folks the flesh, but the people that's masterminding it, they like, man, I gotta have an empty stomach. I gotta eat different than the soldiers because I gotta strategize, man. So when you really trying to mastermind something, man, you finna eat clean as you can. Clean as you can. But again, when you start studying, anybody that been studying spiritual systems, spirituality, they all say the same thing. When you get to a certain level, they be like, you need to stop eating this, you need to stop eating that, you need to focus on this, you need to become plant-based, basically, or vegetarian. Most of your spiritual people that reach that high level of enlightenment, they are plant-based, they are vegetarians. I'm trying to tell y'all. This is a fact. Colleen, peace, what's happening? This is a fact. Do the knowledge to them. Even if we talking religiously, like Jesus, Buddha, all of these, like the Buddha that we know, you do the knowledge all of them. I'm telling you, plant-based, vegetarian, like they wasn't eating the trash, they wasn't eating the garbage. So if you into spirituality or whatever it is, even if you trying to reach a high level, like even religiously, because the religious texts tell you the same thing. So if you trying to reach a high level like that, plant-based is the only way that you can go. The only way that you should go, I should say, according to all the texts. Every spiritual text, every religious text is telling you that this is how you need to be eating. You need to be eating predominantly plant-based. You need to be eating predominantly fruits and vegetables. They telling you that. All of them. I done studied a lot of them, and they all tell you that, literally. So if you strive, if you care for that, if you striving to reach a high level, spiritually, mentally, however you want to phrase it, energetically, I don't know, whatever words you use. If you striving to reach a high level, it's hard for you to reach it eating flesh, eating death. Every spiritual text gonna tell you that. Every religious text gonna tell you that. Why you think fasting is so prominent in the Bible and in the Quran? Like they telling you, like they draw a connection to your spirituality and the way that you eat. It's connections there, man. So if you try to really tap into a certain source, man, you cannot be putting certain foods in your system. It's a fact. It's a fact, man. You're gonna tap in. When you start eating light, man, you're gonna tap in. You're gonna tap in. Your creative power is gonna be unleashed. It ain't gonna be none that you like. All the answers that you need, you're gonna find them because your mind is working better. Your pineal gland is not calcified, it's not distorted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not distorted, it's not calcified, it's not damaged. Man, so you're gonna be able to manifest whatever it is you want to manifest because you're gonna be able to think clear. That's one of the underrated that's one of the underrated side effects of eating better. Your thinking. Man, you know how many people that came to me and said they cleaned up the way that they was eating, they just able to think better? For real, man, that's underrated. That's underrated. Being able to think clear, like clearly, that's underrated. That's underrated. Being able to focus, being able to concentrate, man, that's an underrated ability to have. A lot of people can't concentrate. A lot of people can't focus. When you start eating a certain type of way, boom, you able to focus, you able to concentrate. Man, you able to just get things done quickly, efficiently. You know, you able to move quickly, efficiently. That's underrated. That's underrated, man. And when you start cleaning up the way you eating, you're going to be able to think on that level. And again, all my people aspiring to reach a certain level spiritually, you got to let go of the flesh foods. I'm sorry to inform you. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. But if you're trying to reach that level, you got to let go of the flesh foods. Ain't no way around it. All your spiritual texts tell you that. I'm just regurgitating what the spiritual texts say. They gonna tell you to lay off the flesh food. You gotta do it. And I know a lot of y'all are into spirituality. I know a lot of y'all are trying to elevate. Man, you gotta let go of these foods. That's discipline. You gotta have strict levels of discipline, man, when you striving for a certain level of enlightenment. You gotta be disciplined. You can't be out here doing what everybody else is doing. You can't be out here eating the same way everybody else is eating. You just can't do it. Can't do it. Sorry to inform you. And I had to accept that reality for myself. I'm like, boom, man, I'm trying, listen, I'm striving to elevate, so I can't do what everybody else doing. Everybody else eating meat, well, I can't do that. Everybody else eating this dairy, everybody else eating this junk food, I can't do that. This is what everybody else, I can't do that. I'm striving to elevate mentally, spiritually. So I got to do something that's different from everybody else. So I had to analyze what everybody else is doing. And I'm highlighting common denominators. Dean, peace, what's happening? I'm highlighting common denominators. All right, everybody eating this, and everybody eating all of this, and these are the top 10 leading causes of death. So if the top 10, if 7 out of the top 10 leading causes of death revolves around lifestyle choices, and these are the choices that most people are making, then I think it would be wise for me not to indulge in these choices. Does that not make any sense? Or does that make sense? So we got 7 out of the top 10 causes of death. A lot of it revolves around lifestyle choices. And we got 7 to 10 choices that most people are making. It would make sense for me not to do what everybody else is doing because, boom, it's killing us. So I'm like, all right, everybody eating this, everybody eating that, everybody drinking this, everybody going here, everybody watching that. Let me stay away from that. So I cannot become a statistic. It made sense. It made sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to y'all, but that made a lot of sense to me. This is what's killing us. This is what everybody is doing. There must be some correlation there. It was just that simple to me. When I first started doing the knowledge to it, that's how simple it was. All right, cancer, heart attack, diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure, all of this type of stuff. And then boom, everybody eating this, everybody eating that, like fast food, processed foods, meat, dairy. Okay, so it's got to be some type of correlation here. So let me see if I stop eating these things, what will happen? My health should elevate. Normally, that's what happens. So that's real simple. That's real simple to me. It was real. It was that simple. That's how I analyzed it. That's how I broke it down. Made all the sense in the world to me at that moment. It wasn't rocket science. Wasn't rocket science at all. We got to stop making this rocket science, man. For real. Y'all know what y'all need to do. Y'all see the dangers of eating incorrectly. We all got family members that then faded away from bad eating habits. We didn't seen it. I know I done seen it multiple times in my family. I done seen diseases wipe folks out, and it probably wouldn't have wiped them out if they just ate better. I done seen it. That's a hard pill to swallow. It's the truth, though. You know, a lot of people like family members don't be want to hear that truth, but it is what it is, man. I got family members right now that would probably still be in existence to this day if they just ate better. So yeah, you family members might not like when I say that, but it's true. It's true. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? The truth don't care anything about no feelings and things like that. It is what it is. So when I analyze that, I'm like, all right, I ain't trying to go out like that. So let me make sure I'm eating right. I got family members that would probably still be in existence right now if they just would have ate better. Simple as that. They'd probably still be here right now if they just would have paid attention to what they was eating. I mean, I'm talking about family members that had no care in the world, or they had a care in the world for a split second and they went right back to the BS. So I'm keep it real. You know what I'm saying? That's why half the time I don't be getting emotional, because I see what people did that led to a situation, and I'm like, man, you could have still been here. You could have still been here. You know, I know plenty of people that could have still been in existence if they just would have watched what they was eating, watched what they was drinking, this, that, and the third, laid off of this. You know what I mean? Like simple decisions. I know plenty of people. And don't nobody come on here tell me easier said than done, because not once did I say it was easy. But so what? Nothing in life that's worth having, you know what I'm saying, comes to you easy. But that's the beauty of it, though. You know, once you reach that optimal state, man, it feels that much greater, because you know the hard work you had to put in to get it. You know the hard work. It wasn't easy. You just admitted it. So when you reach that state, man, when you get on over to that side, you like, man, it feels great. It feels amazing because I put in this hard work. That's the difference between a chick getting surgery and a woman working hard for the body. The one that works hard for the body, her self-esteem, her confidence gonna go all the way through the roof. The one that got the surgery, her confidence and self-esteem still gonna be garbage because she took the quick fix route. But when you work out and stuff, man, that's helping your self-esteem. You feel better, because that's what working out does. It releases endorphins. It helps with your mental state. When you bypass that and get surgery, you didn't do that work. So you didn't get the endorphin release effect. So you still gonna feel trash and insecure about yourself. That woman that put in that work, she gonna look in the mirror every day and be like, man, I work for this body. Her confidence gonna be sky high. Deep down, when you pay for that body, that's how you gonna be looking at it. I paid for this. Deep down, I don't care what you saying on the surface. Deep down, you know you paid for it, and that's gonna affect your self-esteem and your confidence, because deep down, you know you paid for this. That woman that worked hard for it, she gonna be able to look in the mirror every day, be like, man, I worked for this, man. Them days where I ain't want to go squat and thrust, and I did them anyway. It paid off. It paid off, man. You can't tell you that your confidence through the roof. That's like a dude taking steroids versus the dude that built his body naturally. Man, you can't tell me nothing. I'm naturally strong. I feel way better about it. I ain't had to take no drugs, no supplements to be strong. I'm finna go deadlift this 400 pounds, this 400 plus pounds, and I ain't had to take not a one steroid. You know what I mean? Feel better. I'll put this dude over here taking steroids and still can't lift more than what I'm lifting. My confidence is sky high. Mary Water, peace. What's happening? Oh, Dean, 100%, man. You already know. I didn't warn enough people. Oh, Antonio, for sure, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, that skin getting the glowing. You know what I mean? That skin radiates. I'm trying to tell you, man. Your body lets you know when you're doing what's right and exact. Your body lets you know when you're doing what's right and exact, and just like your body will let you know when you're doing what's wrong. So when you doing things right and exact, your body like, thank you, boom, let that skin radiate, let that skin glow. Let that mind think. You know, let that mind manifest some things. You know, Let that energy increase. Nobody gonna reward you for it. That's what justice is. You know what I'm saying? That's the penalty or the reward for your ways and actions. That's justice, aka a consequence. So you can either be penalized for your bad decisions or you can be rewarded for your good decisions. That's what justice is. You know, so when you eat bad, you're gonna receive a penalty for that. When you eat good, you receive a reward. You know what I mean? So again, that's what justice is. Justice is served. Every time you make a decision, justice is gonna be served one way or another. You're gonna receive a penalty or a reward for your ways and actions. And that's just what it is. That's just the facts of it. That's just the facts of the situation. But y'all, man, with that being said, man, I ain't had much time today. I got to make some moves. I got to get back to this gym. I got to finish off training these clients, man. We back at it, man. We ain't playing around. We back on this thing consistently. We back letting y'all know what needs to be heard. Matter of fact, on top of that, I got a book right here. Chris Beat Cancer. Boom. You know what I'm saying? We don't just talk it, we study it too. You know, we got books. We got living testimonies of folks that beat this joint by changing the way that they eat. You know what I'm saying? So get this book right here, Chris Beat Cancer. Simple read. Letting you know, hey, dude, letting you know his journey. The way he reversed his colon cancer. By he opted out of the chemo and said, I'm gonna change my lifestyle, change the way I eat. All of this. Boom. Reverse the cancer. Wow. It's right here. We got documents, we got the proof, we got the evidence, we got sources. We ain't playing around with y'all, man. Chris Beat Cancer. And he didn't go through chemo, change the way that he was eating. So grab this book. Grab it. Stop playing around. Stop playing around with your health. Stop playing around with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Put the right foods in your body. Put the right thoughts inside of that mind, inside of that brain. And let's elevate. But with that being said, man, I'm going to let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday, man. Appreciate the cash apps and the donations. Y'all be easy out here, man. Y'all stay healthy. Y'all, hey, make sure y'all read. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all meditate, pray, whatever y'all do. You know, get the proper amount of rest, sleep, and exercise. Drink that water, eat those fruits and those vegetables. I'm out, y'all. Peace.